Good evening. Hope everybody's doing good today. I finished another little goth journal that I thought I'd share with you. One of my favorite books and, of course, movies are Dracula movies. And if you've never read the original Dracula, you should. It's quite good, considering it was written a long time ago. So this is what I came up with. And when we were down in Texas, I said something to the other girls about, gosh, I wish I could get my hands on a bunch of cigar boxes because I'd love to do fun things with cigar boxes. And a few weeks ago, I was at a garage sale and she had a ton of cigar boxes, and I made her a deal if I took all of them. What kind of deal would she give me? She gave me a great deal, so I took all of them. So this is one of them. And I just, let me see, where am I? There we go. I base coated it, took a few coats of paint, but I did it, and put some trim around it. And this little latch here is from Butterbee Scraps, and this is just some scrap lace that I got from Tia. And I built this out of scrap cardboard. It's several layers and it's Mod Podged and painted and all kinds of stuff. And this is from an old necklace that I had that I didn't really want to wear anymore, so I deconstructed it, and here we go. So the box does latch. So if you unlatch it and pop it open, it's hard to do when you're holding it. This bad boy is, it's packed. So, I had to put this on to get the book out because even though I measured very carefully, you know how my journals like to grow. Here's the inside of the box. I had plans for the inside, but again, you know how my journals like to grow, so there we go. So there's some more of that necklace, and it's just tied on. I put this on just like I said, so you can get the book in and out easily. And this is not the number 8. If you study some of the articles about where the legend of Dracula came from, it was from Vlad Tepes, who was Vlad the Third. So that's what that is. V the Third. And this is made out of several layers of cardboard. I tried to do the dolly thing. Check it out, dolly. And it was pure black. I didn't like it, so I smudged it up with some red paint and some glue. And I put the book corners on, and it feels really old, and I like it now. So there we go. And thank you, April. I got happy mail. Hello. There it is. So, yeah, this is just, you know, maybe this would be his little personal journal if he kept one. I don't know. Does Dracula keep a journal? And I don't think I used too many printables in here, and I didn't, oh, there's one right there. And I didn't make it too frilly either because, you know, Dracula. So I'll just kind of flip through it. And I was at Target the other day, and they had these really cool little ephemera cards, and this one is for George Stewart Undertaker. So how cool was that that fit right in there. And this paper is some of that paper that I got from Texas, and it just kind of reminded me of like an old castle brick kind of thing. And the rest of it is really just kind of pieces and parts. This is from Shayna. And I did some of my goofy little tags that I put in here. These I got at Tuesday Morning. They're canvas. They were like 79 cents. And there's some more. This is 3 signatures. And there's probably about 6 pages per signature. There's just some old origami paper. And there's lots of writing spaces in here. Silver gel pen would look really good, I think, on some of these. It just kind of reminded me of like the old title cards on silent movies. That's what it kind of reminded me of. And so that's the first signature. This is the second. Made that down in Texas. And I got this at Tuesday morning. It was really pretty. There's a little card there. It says 8. Really doesn't mean anything. But there's some more of that paper. Very cool looking, I think. And I made a little envelope here of a scrap. Made that down in Texas. And I had most of this in my stash. That was from that ephemera packet, Target, or no, Michael's. So cute! Just some material scraps. Another card that I made, and that is a little treat bag, and I decoupaged part of a napkin that I got from Angie on there. And some more pieces and parts that I used. Just decoupaging. Did a lot of sewing in here, which was a lot of fun. There's another goofy card. And that's the end of the second signature. Here's the third. And that again is from Michael's. And here's a little an origami envelope that I just backed a playing card, put that in there. Just for fun. You can tell I've been dyeing things. Haha, I just noticed that. So yeah, if you haven't read the book, it's kind of dry. However, for the time, thank you, Shayna. It was considered a little risque. And I remember reading it and going, how long is it going to take for Jonathan Harker to figure out that this dude is a vampire? But, you know, you have to remember that that was written over 100 years ago, and Jonathan Harker was not the most worldly of men, I would say. So, this is the middle of the third signature, and when I was trying to put this envelope onto some scrap paper here for the middle, I cut it kind of funky, and I kind of didn't mean to, but then when I put it together, it's like, oh my gosh, that totally looks like the collar of Dracula's cape. So it was a happy little accident, I thought. And let's see, there's something in here. Oh, there's another little card in there. So I just put some ribbon and a little piece of that necklace there, and you can close it up like Dracula did. There's some double pockets here. Again, using up my scraps. There's an old receipt. I had this music paper, and I thought that it was kind of appropriate because it says body and soul. And I just kind of zigzagged some scrap Halloween lace on it. Put some writing paper in there. And some scrap material that I just sewed on for the belly band. And there's another one of those canvas tags that took, that is ink. That is aged mahogany, Tim Holtz. It turns out that reddish color. And then this is a little extra here, but there's another another little bag back here from April, and it's just got like it's an old piece, looks like an old piece of newspaper. And there was something on here that was funny, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, well, the date. There's the date, which was kind of cool. But anyway, so that's the journal, the main journal part. That's Vlad's. And again, in the book, he kind of kidnaps Jonathan Harker. Jonathan Harker is a solicitor, which is a lawyer who goes to help Count Dracula over in Transylvania, in Romania, buy property in the United Kingdom, in London. Excuse me. So since he kind of took Jonathan and wouldn't let him go, I imagined that Jonathan had some paperwork with him. So that's what this little bad boy is Jonathan's memorandums and things like that. There's some maps of where he would be going. And there's an old map of the Carpathian Mountains, which is where he had to travel to get to Count Dracula's mansion. There's pockets. Most of these are empty because, like I said, it grew. And I couldn't find what a solicitor certificate would look like, so I made one up. And so this is Jonathan Harker's solicitor certificate. And in March of 1896, Arthur Walters really was the president of the London Solicitors Association. So I kind of forged his name a little bit there. We won't tell. And some ledger paper. Just some little file type things here. Again, they're mostly empty, so you can set this aside and use it however you'd like. And Jonathan's fiance was Mina. So I imagine he would keep a picture of Mina with him. And Greg's favorite Dracula movie is the Bram Stoker's Dracula with Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. So I printed that out kind of in honor of him. So that's what that is. And here's some scrap paper. It looks like blueprints. Maybe that's the house that he's purchasing. And I got that from Dolly. It's a napkin that I just decoupaged. Maybe that's the house that he's looking at. Don't know. And then in the back there's a couple of Tim Holtz Vellum Ephemera tickets. So that all goes in here, which then goes back into the coffin. There we go. It's a tight fit, but she'll go. There we go. So thanks for coming and watching. This was so much fun to make. I really liked it. And gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'll have time to do another one before Halloween. So everybody have a great weekend, and we will talk to you later. Bye.